Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Chefie Plays. Long live the Queen. Obviously, before I get started on my timer, I can't remember her name for the life of me, but whatever her name is, we'll find out soon enough, is a lot happier than we first began. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So 20 minutes on the clock, starting now. So we're going to start out with classes. And like before I said, down below is going to be our evening classes, which are going to be what I'm going to go all around. I'm just going to pick one randomly per week and phrase it up. And then up here, I'm going to concentrate on conversationalist. Or conversations, sorry. And right now I'm going to do court manner, and I'm just going to kind of cycle between these three. So last time I did court manner, actually. So I'm going to cycle between these three. After I cycle one more time around each one, I'm going to go down to expressions, do those, cycle around, then royal demeanor. Because all three of those seem very important for talking. So I'm going to do swordsmanship one more time. So yeah, let's do it. You learn that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. I'm going to try to go kind of slow if the game will let me, and kind of get my words where they're not all scrambled together. And I have water, so I won't die. You practice slow sword swings. You practice slow swings to move your blade to precisely marked targets, building up your muscles and control. As you are walking one day in the garden, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf fluttering in its talons. Okay, I fail. I fail everything. But it's okay. It's okay. She's just a young girl. She's not expected to win everything. That's funny. I thought owls were nocturnal. Well, I've waited too long. When you return to the castle, your father is waiting for you. There is a woman here to see you. She wishes crown funding for a project. Last time I failed this, so I'm going to try again to give out some money to somebody. Thank you for seeing me, Your Highness. I come to you on behalf of the people. I wish to build a hospital. Ooh, that sounds very good. Where any citizen afflicted with diseases can be brought for treatment. But I fail. Putting all the sick people together, wouldn't that make them die even faster? No, fool. We're not interested. Wail, everybody, wail. I snuck out the last two times, so I'm going to go into the garden. Everything here makes me lonely, so I'm going to go out to the garden. Maybe, hold on. I don't want to be afraid. Willfulness. But that will make me angry. I'm going to visit the dungeon. You sneak a peek at some of the luckless peasants held in the dungeon. Petty thieves and troublemakers, now suffering in the dark. They're obviously bad people, but seeing them so miserable still feels unfair. There must be a better way. Then I release them all. Alright, everything's coming to fruition. Wow, my willfulness is all the way up. Alright. I'm going to try to bring up the cheerfulness next time. And now let's go ahead to classes once again. I guess I'm not going to cycle around after all. I have too much crap. That freaking sucks. Composure. And now I do need to raise up my archery. You are too willful to focus. Wow. properly on the... Wow, okay. You learn how to twist and wax bowstrings from a variety of fibers. That's pretty cool. Remember that the festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be a public celebration for the commander's followers by a grand gala for the nobles. As queen, that messed that whole part up. As queen, you would be expected to lead the procession and take part in the ceremonial planting. Possibly give a speech. Ooh, good thing I've been working on that kind of. I'm still gonna fail, but since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean, not safe? Outside of the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means you harm, things on it now, decide later. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Bryony. Bryony? I went to school with her, but she's a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Appropriately, her uncle Kevin is... Okay, all these weird names and they have Kevin, okay. Is absolutely furious about that woman's travel. She's bored and looks for an adventure. Well, I don't have any to suggest to her. Alright. I guess I have to bring down my willfulness. You spend the weekend holding up alone in your room with your favorite toys. It's childish, but you feel a bit better. Alright. Yep, that brought down my willfulness. Made me more lonely. But I'm cheerful. That's all that matters. Alright, I'm gonna do archery one more time. I'm gonna do more music. God dang it. I wanna be a bard, for God's sakes. So here we go. You practice major and minor scales at the keyboard of a pianoforte. Okay. You learn to cut, fletch, and tie arrows. Today is the procession and planting for the festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parrot? If you have any concern about your safety, please stay here. People will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. That really scares me. That really scares me. But I'm gonna do it. Wow. Okay. I'm not afraid. I'm going to be the best parade leader ever. My little girl. You prepare your best gown for the occasion, then walk slowly through the town with your attendants. Sorry. It will not be appropriate for you to wear a sword, but you do walk with a sturdy golden scepter that's taller than you are. Wow. At the end of the road, you help the priestess turn over the earth for the new tree to be planted. I failed everything, though. After the blessings are read, you hold up your hand and call for silence so that you can speak. Unfortunately, all the words you had planned go out of your head when you're faced with the moment. You manage a few polite sayings about the meaning of the holiday and thank everyone for attending. Then you turn away, your cheek red. The procession regroups to return to the castle. I didn't die, though. I did not die. I can't believe this. I'm freaking sitting here. Fail, fail, fail. God dang it. Why? Why? More conversational. Okay. Public speaking. I'm going to do a crap ton of public speaking. Ooh, I might need running sooner or later. Ooh, and swimming. Maybe climbing. Well, mostly those three. Your teacher asks you questions about made-up nonsense, pushing you to improve answers smoothly and swiftly without having to worry about them being corrected. See, that's what I needed. I failed because of that. Not really. You practice walking at a brisk but comfortable pace for a set length of time every day. Are you ready for the grand ball? Well, I'm going to fail every single part of dancing because I have not taken anything for dancing. All the nobles in the domain are here to see their queen. Gulp. That's what I just did with water. You finish dressing and descend to the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around the rich and powerful palace, powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Wow! I literally failed everything. Awesome. I don't know when I'll ever friggin' get anything. Seeing your self-reflected in so many eyes make you want to run away, hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure they've all seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your own partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kegels? Kaigo? I'm going to say Kaigo. Alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. You look around the room at all your possible partners, which is to say everyone. No one may begin dancing until you do. You can pick whomever you want, and you will not be denied. Someone about your age, someone younger than you, someone older than you, someone already married, someone, I don't know the word, scandalous. I really don't want to get in a relationship with anybody, but I'm going to go with someone my age. You approach the second son of the Duke of Kaigo. He's about 2 years older than you, and he was always nice to you at school. He bows to you with great courtesy, and you begin to dance. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him. Knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Unfortunately, you lose track of which step you're supposed to do when, and trip over your own feet. Oops. Between the dance, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and simply sample tiny bits of anyways. Appetizers. You have hors d'oeuvres. God dang it. I know what they're trying to do. During a lull in the music, uh, Banner, the Duke of Mary, taps an eloquent fingernail against a wine glass. Blah, 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 blah. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. I would have said the chef, because he made some good food, it sounds like. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulty. Yeah, words of wisdom. She's freaking 14 years old. Everyone applauds politely. As the gale continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. There's Gwynelli. I don't know who the heck that is. For instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you, and due to finally inheriting control of her Dutch soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess of Illa, and a fierce sportswoman. She was a few years ahead of you at school and the absolute terror of the ball field. No Bryony. She had said her parents were leaving her stuck at school this season. Her parents are here dancing together. The Duke concert clutching his Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousin, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come. Marva being so close by. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? That kind of scared me, whatever that was. Let's visit. No, that brings depression. That's just anger. Go with that. I'm gonna do 2 of these, maybe, each. Finally at 50%, so you read collections of famous history speeches and practice saying them in convincingly dramatic fashion. Your skill in public speaking is now 50% and may not increase this skill until your other conversationalist skills are 25% or higher. Okay. You switch back and forth between a brisk walk and a light bouncing jog. Not too fast. You're building endurance rather than speed. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest event in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his company. You are too kind, Julian. Contessory, not a member of your circle. She's a bit more than a decade. I don't know what that word is. Your senior. Far too old to have even been your friend, and yet not at all old, as noblewomen go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband and no father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Shame her with silent scorn, insult her with false flattery, trip her Okay. You met her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She notices your stare, but only smiles at you ever so slightly. Darling, Evie. I'm gonna mispronounce that just because she seems like a jerk. Um, well, fine. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Uh, for some reason in my mind, hold on. Once she goes, you raise your eyebrows at your father. But for some reason, she seems like the voice actor would be Jessie from Team Rocket on Pokemon. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more. And it's not going to happen anytime soon. Well, he still has plans, though, that sly dog. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of her nobles, as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. Many dark, uh, many dark looks where many dark looks were aimed your way. Blah blah. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I'm paying attention to others around me. Talk to her. Julian, you have not yet reached the crystal. Are you making progress, or is it time for another plan? That would probably be the drastic action she mentioned earlier. Okay, I'm going to have to go with drastic action, because for some reason the guards aren't letting me through. I suppose I'll have to listen to another plan. Leave it to me. Fine. At night, an explosion rocks the castle. A section of stone near the royal treasury collapsed, crashing the guards on duty. Oh God! Or crushing the guards on duty. Nothing is stolen, at least nothing that is acknowledged publicly. But when you look at your father's face, you can see it in his eyes. The crystal is gone, and he knows that you are to blame. We will never trust you the same. Oh God. Oh God. Too bad I'm the queen. Ha 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 ha. Ah, yes. Look at that face. That's a face of pure don't give an effery. Just keep that in mind, father. That's gonna be me being the ruler, an evil ruler. I'm not gonna be evil. But anyways, that's the 20 minutes of Chefie Plays. Hope you guys enjoyed me skipping and stuttering over my words and enjoyed my overdramatic laughter at the end and in the middle and in the beginning and all that good stuff. So until next time, guys, I will catch you later. As always, stay beautiful, stay sexy, stay Chefie. I love you guys and good night.